Egypt is one of those places at the top of everyone's bucket list. What brings most people here is visiting the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx. But Egypt is more than just visiting Cairo alone. It's full of incredible history, Egyptian pharaohs, kings, and queens throughout the Egypt. But in this travel vlog, we will just talk about the pyramids. When I first visited the Giza pyramids with a tour group, it was a very rushed and stressful affair. I mostly remember the terrible humidity and the aggressive vendors. And this is unfortunately how many tourists experience the pyramids. But after nearly a decade living off in Cairo, I have been to Giza a dozen of times, and I say I have discovered how they really enjoy this bucket list destination. In reality, the pyramids are in the middle of a huge metropolis. Giza is, after all, Egypt's third largest city after Cairo and Alexandria. That doesn't mean you cannot get a strategically cropped photos that look like something out of Indiana Jones, but be prepared for a traffic jams, view of apartment blocks rising over the plateau, and streets packed with papyrus museum. To get the real spirit of the pyramids, you will need to spend more time in Giza. Take at least a few hours inside the complex to walk around, sit down, and have a drink and enjoy the view. Because if you linger for a while, your experience of pyramids will change. When you first see them, it's all about the wow factor, and then you wonder if you paid too much for those postcards or where to go for the best photo options. If you have more than few hours, stay longer for a dinner or coffee with a view at the iconic Mina House. This stunning hotel was built in 1869 for the Khedive, and it's worth seeing on its own. I need to point out that pyramids of Giza are not the only pyramids in Egypt, neither to the first to appear in the Egyptian terrarity. Indeed, it's arguable that the pyramids in Giza were the latest and final attempt to build a majestic burial site. In 2008, it was discovered that there were over 138 pyramids all over Egypt. However, the earliest ones are those still standing in the necropolis of Saqqara and Dashur. To reply the question to where the pyramids built, the most credible study argued that the pyramids' main purpose were merely religious. Ancient Egyptians were one of the first population believing in the afterlife. They thought that when a king died, his spirit called Ka stayed with his body. For this reason, the body and its spirits needed to be protected from outside the world. The protection of the corpse and its spirits come through the mummification and burial site that included everything the king would need in the afterlife.